an innovative learning center in Shrewsbury, offers a unique platform for parents of middle and elementary school children to come and explore their sciences, IT, and robotics classes. Khel is also specializing in sciences and preparing students to score high in chemistry, physics, and computer programming in high school SAT and AP exams. Their innovative ways of introducing high school level chemistry to middle school aged children is giving a clear edge to students. Parents are thrilled to see their kids learn and retain complex concepts in chemistry. Recently, Khel conducted its first chemistry competition for middle school children. During an exciting afternoon, students went through buzzer rounds and multiple choice question rounds as well as diagrammatic challenges. Here is a report put together exclusively by the Foundations TV, an online media company spreading inspiration through awareness of that academic afternoon at Khel, including interviews with parents and students.
Multiple choice. A solution with a pH of 12 is W, weakly acidic, X, strongly acidic, Y, weakly basic, or Z, strongly basic. Bonus. What is the element represented by the symbol Sr?
An example of a polysaccharide is W, glycogen, X, pentose, Y, glucose, and Z, sucrose.
Multiple choice. In the periodic table, which of the following identifies a horizontal row? W, period, X, group. A bonus. What is the oxidation number of nitrogen in NO2 minus?
Toss-up multiple choice. An organic liquid will generally have a specific gravity W equal to that of water, X less than that of water, Y greater than that of water, Z don't know answer.
Okay, in which of the following compounds is the bonding most covalent? W, NaCl, X, F2, Y, MgS, or Z, Fe3C?
Carbohydrates that cannot be broken down into smaller units are called W starches, X monosaccharides, Y polysaccharides, Z disaccharides.
A bonus question for you. What is the family name given to the elements in group 2A of the periodic table?
So bonus for Karthik. What is the oxidation number of bismuth in the compound bismuth phosphide?
Multiple choice. Which of the following concentration expressions is defined as the number of moles of solute per kilogram of solvent? Is it W, molarity, X, molality, Y, normality, or Z, equivalence?
Toss-up multiple choice. Which of the following elements has the highest electronegativity? W, lithium, X, iodine, Y, cesium, Z, oxygen. Which of the following elements is not an alkaline earth metal? W, beryllium, X, barium, Y, calcium, Z, rubidium.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here today on location covering a very interesting event. We just witnessed a chemistry competition at Khel, which is in Shrewsbury. A very innovative concept of bringing middle schoolers and high schoolers together. And here we have one of the high schoolers who was the key members in putting together this event. His name is Sahil Suresh. Sahil, welcome to Foundations TV.
Thank you so much. So I've been working at Khel for about 2 years now, and I work in robotics and science, particularly chemistry. So
would you like to share with our viewers a little bit about what today's event was, how it was designed, and what was it all about?
So today basically we had a competition which was basically formatted on a science trivia event. We pitted two of our chemistry students, Rohit and Karthik, against each other, and it was basically a chemistry competition to assess how much they have learned over the period of 6 months that I've been teaching. So essentially, we came up with questions, and there was a buzzer system, and it was essentially just like general trivia.
So does it sound like almost like an assessment of the work that has been taught to them here for 6 months? Is that right?
Yep. So basically, over the last 6 months, we've been holding classes here that teach them high school level chemistry and intro level. They are currently in middle school level, so this is well beyond their age level, and we know that we're trying to essentially reach their capacity in terms of how much they're able to learn.
So, as for the questions, were they designed to be at the level or were they higher than what you have taught them here?
So initially we started at their level. However, seeing as how well they were performing, we decided to step it up a little bit halfway through the competition and reach that even higher level, high school level chemistry questions. Obviously, this did get them a little bit stumped. However, we were surprised by the fact that they were still able to pull through and manage to answer quite a lot of questions, even at that higher level level, I guess.
Of course. So, personally, about you, you're headed towards a college now. Would you like to share with us which college you're headed to?
This fall I'll be headed to Cornell University for a bio major and on a pre-med track. Yeah.
Excellent. Congratulations for that. Now, let's just go back to Khel a little bit. This is a wonderful environment, very friendly, of course, and also very academic. And what I could sense just being here for the last few hours, it's a very thriving place for you as a teacher. I'm sure that was a very satisfying experience. And also for the students who came here and probably got motivated by looking at you and by working with you directly. So what do you think about that, this space as a whole?
So one of the biggest questions I get asked normally from parents is that, are my children ready for this? Are my children able to take part in this event, or is this too complicated for my children? And I think that speaks to the fact that Khel actually tries to bring children to the full capacity that they can be, and a lot of people are unaware of children's capacity to learn. We've been, not only have the parents, but me myself have been shocked by the amount of progress that our students have made in terms of chemistry as well. In just a short period of 6 months, they're already studying at the intro high school level chemistry that most students their age probably wouldn't have even begun to learn.
Excellent. That is wonderful to hear. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today with us.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
So here we have Sonali Razdan, who is also one of the brilliant high schoolers associated with Khel. And from what I heard in informal conversations before the competition, so from some of the parents, that the middle schoolers are very much impressed and very much motivated by just being close to these high schoolers. So what is it about you, Sonali, that motivates everybody?
Well, I would say that I have a very loud personality, so I like to laugh a lot, and I think that helps engage the students to get in and have fun while they're learning. Even at Khel, like as they're exploring advanced concepts, they should have fun at the same time.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thought. Absolutely. It shouldn't be the boring, traditional way of learning. There has to be some enthusiasm going in, which is what I sense here at Khel as well. It was wonderful teamwork. I know you were part of putting this event together. So how was that experience? And tell us more about it, please.
Yeah, it was the first chemistry competition held here, so it was definitely a learning experience for all of us. And the way we set it up was we basically had toss-up questions, we had bonus questions. It was definitely a more alert approach. They had to be on their toes. They had to be ready to answer the questions. They didn't know what was coming their way, but they were prepared with the 6 months that they were taught. So it was definitely a different approach to chemistry tests that is usual than the usual 60 minutes. They sit down and take a written test. It's more very interactive with the students, and I think that's definitely a different approach that works well here at Khel.
Now, what is your specific role at Khel?
Well, I'm starting to design the chemistry curriculum for Khel, so trying to put in more of an established coursework that they will go through that's definitely well beyond the level of these middle school students. It's more at the high school level. I think I started learning these things in 10th grade, so they're doing a great job coming here at Khel and really starting to learn things that are well beyond their capacity.
So how do you think this helps the middle school students going forward?
Well, one thing is it may give them a better idea of what they like and what they don't like. I feel like if I was exposed to chemistry at a younger age, I would definitely pursue it because I'm pursuing chemistry in college as well. Also, it helps enlarge their brain because once they get, into more difficult concepts of chemistry and of math, it helps them get more interested into these kinds of things, and it helps them develop better work ethic and develop better habits in the future for high school and for college.
Wonderful. And where are you headed yourself?
I'm going to Cornell University as well.
Excellent. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
So here we have with us one of the parents whose child has been part of Khel for a bit, and we definitely want to hear from him how the experience has been and would he recommend that to other families. So please do introduce yourself first and then tell us about your experience at Khel.
Sure, I'm Ramesh Donapuri. I'm Karthik's dad. Now we've been coming here for almost close to a year now. I think the chemistry part has been an addition for the past 6 months, but we're from Shrewsbury, and Khel has been a revelation for us in the sense that we've been looking for something that's goes beyond what the school has been offering. And I think what we felt has been lacking in most of the schools at this point is that there's always this philosophy of no child left behind, which is great, but I think what we are looking for is that extra mile where we want some interaction for the kids, and I think that's what we've been getting at Khel. And the teachers have been excellent. Sahil's awesome. I met Sonali today, and we hear a lot from Mr. Reddy as well as the kids, and I think we see Karthik and of course Rohit growing leaps and bounds ever since they started the program.
So how did, is it like once a week Karthik would come here?
Yeah, we come once a week here. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And how would he be when he would come home after the class? Can you describe, like, does it feel like he's motivated, or what does it feel like when he comes home?
Well, I don't know. As parents, we always feel that we want them to do more, but but I think the fact is that this is beyond their school curriculum. So that just the fact that they come here and spend the extra time, is kind of gratifying for us. Yeah.
And how does it make you feel seeing him today participating in a chemistry contest? And he did phenomenally well. They took it to the next level, where we just heard from the quiz masters that they had to actually up the level a little bit. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, that's really nice. I hope they follow their lead and go to high places as the teachers do. But I think really impressed both the kids.
Wonderful. And would you recommend Khel to other families?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, with no doubts.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So here we have the winning parent, as I can probably call him. His son did win the chemistry contest today here at Khel. I'm sure that is a very, very thrilling experience for the child as well as the entire family. So please do introduce yourself. First of all, welcome to Foundations TV. Introduce yourself and tell us how you feel about your child winning the contest today.
Thank you very much. My name is Murli Shrikantaya, and my son is Rohit. He's the winner today. And more importantly, what I feel is Khel has offered him a lot of things in the last 6 months. We started off with SQL programming, which is what one of his interests were. But when we learned that there was chemistry that was also being taught along with Karthik, we found it to be very interesting. There are a lot of programs that teach you math, but very little that focuses on sciences. So as parents, we were always looking for anything that can help them in the sciences, and this has been an excellent opportunity for him and for us to be able to bring him here. And so we're really glad about this opportunity that he got.
Wonderful. He is certainly a brilliant child. But I do have a question. Yeah. How hard was it to wake him up in the morning and bring him here?
He's one of the early risers, so for that part, I think I wouldn't say that. But I also bring my second son here. That's the challenge we have. He's a different breed altogether.
Wonderful. And how does Rohit feel? We will talk to Rohit as well. But how do you perceive that he feels about doing something beyond what he's learning at school?
Yeah, certainly. I think he does well at school, but over here, I think the whole concept that Sahil and his team put together in terms of making sure that kids are getting the foundation that they need to get into higher level chemistry has really helped him. Whether it be understanding about periodic table or elements and so on, we all have gone through this. I mean, we all have our journeys to look back and say, hey, I would have done better and whatnot. But I feel like just exposing him and giving him that at a level where he can feel more comfortable and feel that he has an edge over others when he gets to really being in college and to make a right choice is the best we could do as a parent.
Now, did you feel that having high school instructors was a good idea?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they have become his role model. And, the instructors that we have here at Khel, they have mastered in the SATs. And, when you look up to somebody and you learn from them and have it be interactive, it gives them a lot of confidence and also something that they can model themselves after. And I certainly feel that the instructors here have done a phenomenal job getting these kids what they need.
Are you planning to continue Rohit's instructions here or classes here at Khel?
Yeah, absolutely, and certainly for what he wants to do here, because this has given him a forum not to just explore chemistry or learn chemistry, but he's also the kind of kid that wants to explore free form, doing more into computers, hardware and things like that. And Mr. Reddy has been very encouraging of the talent that he can find. And if it's not just chemistry, he's going to learn a lot more here at Khel. And certainly, I feel that that's been a benefit for us.
Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Welcome to Foundations TV, everybody. We are here on location today for a chemistry competition at a very innovative learning center called Khel. This is located in Shrewsbury, and we are here to talk to a few people who are middle schoolers. I have right next to me, there are two middle schoolers who actually won the competition today. We have the first place winner and the second place winner with us. And we also have a chance to speak to the parents, the families, the quiz masters, the tutors, the instructors, and we're having a lot of fun just trying to figure out what exactly goes on at Khel. So let's hear it from the young generation, from the middle schoolers who have been learning chemistry here at Khel for the last 6 months and see how they feel about it. So first of all, both of you, congratulations for participating and winning the contest.
Thank you.
And thank you.
All right, so why don't you introduce yourself? We'll begin with you, Karthik, and I'll let you talk about yourself and how your experience has been.
Okay. So I'm Karthik Dhanapuri, and Khel has really boosted our knowledge. It's really creative. They find creative ways and fun ways to make get kids to learn, and the learning we do is way more advanced than what the school does. So in school we haven't even touched chemistry yet, and here we're already quite into it. I mean, we're probably not that far, but it's really been very good and fun, actually, to learn chemistry in these fun ways. And especially this competition, this chemistry competition was a fun way to learn chemistry as well.
Wonderful. I have to add to what you just said. You have gotten far with chemistry. Middle schoolers don't learn as much as you have. So you have gotten a lot farther than a lot of the kids out there. So congratulations for that. So Rohit, what do you have to say?
Well, I've been here at Khel for 6 months, and almost immediately after I started, we did chemistry, along with a bit of SQL. But so chemistry it's like wicked high school level, and it's made me a lot smarter. And when we brushed up on a little bit of chemistry in school, I had all the answers, and I bet I will have all of them until 10th and 11th now. And yeah, chemistry is very interesting, and as Karthik said, it's very fun. Sahil designs worksheets, and it's really a classroom type setting where Sahil, who's the tutor, teaches us one lesson, and then after that he helps us through a worksheet, and every few weeks we get tests to see that, and this chemistry competition was the biggest test we've had so far.
So do you have a favorite topic in chemistry that you really, really love?
Well, I like the periodic table because it's the best way to structure something that's completely random. And so Dmitry Mendeleev, the guy who organized it, he did so much. So everything in the periodic table has a meaning, and that's what I like about it.
And how about you, Karthik? What's your favorite topic?
I would say the periodic table as well, because it's just really fascinating. All the elements ever found, it's all just right there. So yeah.
So a lot of times kids find it difficult to balance equations. Do you find that challenging?
Yeah, it was challenging, but then when I joined Khel, it was challenging at first, but then Sahil, he got me through it, and yeah, now it's pretty good, decent, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Now, about today's contest, what was exciting about today?
I thought it was cool how instead of just written tests like I do at other places, this was actually more of a fast-paced buzzer test, and it was different than just writing on a piece of paper and getting graded. So yeah, I thought it was more fun that way.
Nice. There were multiple rounds, and you got a chance to do all different varieties of questions. How about you, Rohit? What was the funnest part today?
Well, today I like the buzzer race, and I'm telling you, tests are like a lot better this way, and it's very fun. So we just did a buzzer style question with random chemistry questions from Sahil and Shrinu, who's already left, and they have compiled a list and they gave us questions. So it was a race to the buzzer. Karthik buzzed first sometimes, I did sometimes, and yeah, it was really fun. It lasted one round of 30 minutes, 15-minute break, a round of 20 minutes, a 5-minute break, and then another 10-minute round.
And you both did really well, so congratulations for that. Now, what do you have to say to other middle schoolers out there who may be considering to join Khel for chemistry? So what do you have to say to them?
Well, you should definitely join. It's really helpful. It goes over topics that you haven't learned in school yet, but we will. Like, we won't learn for a long time, but when we start learning it in school, we'll already be boosted ahead of the class, and it's really easy, and it helps you a lot.
Well, again, Kale's also fun. Just don't do it because you want to get through chemistry really easily. Well, personally, it's a really fun experience for me, and everybody who's thinking about it, do it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, and congratulations, and all the best for the next academic year as well.